viewers worldwide and the two that will actually tune into the video. Welcome to my daily performance summary on April 15th, 2025, tax day. Wow, what a day we all look forward to every year. Isn't it great? Well, let's jump right into this and talk about something a little better. So, my funded accounts today, very nice day. 1,098.72 in profit. Only took 6 trades. All 6 were winners. 100% win rate. Can't go wrong with that. This week is having some good momentum so far. Want to keep it going tomorrow. Every day is a new day. It doesn't matter what I did today. It doesn't matter what I did on the 3rd when I had a horrible day. All that matters is what I do tomorrow. So that's the way I'm going to approach it. Just keep doing what I've been doing. I think I'll keep getting good results. Let's see. Seems to me that my mouth is a little dry from the pollen or something. And so I need to refresh with a nice ice cold Kroger Peach Seltzer water. A paid sponsor now of Mr. Joseph Trades. Fantastic deal they've given me. And I really enjoy the peach out of all the flavors. And but I recommend you try them all. Kroger Peach Seltzer water. Hits the spot every time. Okay. Enough of this tomfoolery. Let's get to the charts. Here's the big chart, the 4-hour. Still in this downtrend. You see the trend line. We're beneath it, which means we're in a downtrend. We're all hopeful that it can start going up at some point, but you know what they say about hoping in one hand and spitting in the other and seeing which fills up first. I was a little hopeful today. I actually, in my retirement accounts, I have some exposure to what I consider some quality now. Not a lot. The majority of my retirement is still in cash, but you just don't know when this thing is going to turn around and start screaming back up again. Of course, I'm also risking that it could keep falling, but the companies I'm in are going to be around no matter what happens. Am I rationalizing now? Maybe. This is a pretty ugly chart. This would be a great place to sell if you were short. Maybe I'll get back in cash tomorrow. This chart is making me second guess it. Although, on the contrary to that, look at this support level we've dipped into a few times. Last time was in August last year. And then this time we formed this double bottom. Didn't even quite reach the first bottom. The second one didn't, the level of it. I'm sorry I said that backwards, sort of like Yoda. But either way, we had this double bottom, a breakout, and a retest of the breakout level. You saw a lot of buying going on with these wicks. And then we did get a pretty bullish push, but today was a non-trending chop fest. And after hours, we had quite the dump. Don't know the reason for it. It might have had something to do with tariffs, if I had to guess. The doctor told me it might have been some sort of NVIDIA write-off or charge they were going to have to take. Who knows? It might also be that it was trying to reclaim the prior session low. Let's take a look. Look at that. That's the prior session low. If I had to guess, and look at this. So it took this prior session low, went to this pivot point area, and I believe it might want to fill this gap. Look at this huge gap. Gaps love to be filled. If I was trading overnight, I would have a small position long to get back to this level to fill the gap. I'm talking, 1 or 2 micros with a very generous stop. That's about 100 points above where we are now. The thing is, I don't trade overnight. It's never treated me well, so that's one of my rules. But if you're a good overnight trader, I think it would make a lot of sense to go long right now and look for this gap to be filled. But anyway, let's get back to today's action. This was price action not even a mother would love. They say that only a mother could love. What kind of mother would you have to love this price action? Look at all this overlap. This is what we call the chop. Remember, this is a 15-minute chart. Even when candles got separation, it was still within the bounds of this high and low. So essentially, rangy activity. Then, when it broke below it, it wasn't clean. It was choppy. It did test the EMA before coming back up in the final hour. But yeah, this was not the cleanest price action seen in some time. These are my high probability signals. I had some real nice ones today. The two that worked out the best for me. Let's see. Let me find them. There was this bull flag, which was a nice trade. And the price went and do you see where the low of this candle is, that wick? And so look at that. It tested the wick before coming right back down. And this was a good one where also price went up to buy side liquidity and then dumped back down. And that was a good trade. I got short because I noticed that this wick was really tall on this candle and the volume was a little bigger, which told me there was some selling going on high up in this part of the range. So I sold and had a price target down around here somewhere, but it was a good trade. Let's see, what else did we have? We had some trades in this chop. Could have been good for some scalps, but not really ideal. We had a failed red-green wick reversal, followed by a successful green-red wick reversal. And let's see, what else? Another bull flag. If you would have held on to the VWAP, that would have been a nice profit from the 960 to 992 level. About a nice 30-point trade. Yeah, just the volatility today was down again, down nearly 2.5% from yesterday. Price was not moving as big as we've seen lately. And look at the average true range of the candles during the height of the activity was only 60.95. For comparison's sake, let's go back a few days. So remember that number, 60.95. Okay, this was last Wednesday when some of the tariff news happened, 219.24. So these candles are nearly a quarter the size that they were almost a week ago. Makes it a lot more manageable to trade with logical stop losses. And the flip side of that is that when price isn't really moving around like you've been getting used to, you've got to just be prepared to play in that environment. But I really enjoyed playing in this environment today. It's been suiting me well. Let's take a look at the accounts. This was my total profit for the day with everything, 26, 27, and 60 cents. So this is my Apex funded account. I reached the buffer area again for payout number 2. I just have to trade it a few more days. I think 3 or 4 more days and not mess up. I want to add a little to it. Obviously, I mean, I'm really going to trade it. I'm not going to trade scared, but I'm not going to be stupid either. But that's nice. I'm hoping to get another payout. Would be payout number 2 from that one. This is my funded futures account was. I was looking at the stats today. Last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, it was $100 from being blown, and since then I've built it up $2,300. So now it's back over 50,000, and it has profit. So if I can get a few more days, I'm going to take a payout on it before I do something silly with it. I don't know exactly what I have to grow it to. I might have to do something because of the consistency rule. I had a pretty big day before I had a big dump. The reason I had the big dump is I was 120 away from a payout, and I pressed, and it's never good when you press. Kroger sparkling water, peach flavor. Then we have another funded account, number 35. This one has grown to nearly 700 in profit. Just keeping it going. Every day you have to have a minimum of $100 a day. You have to have 5 of them to get a payout with my funded futures. So these two are looking in good shape. This one's already in good shape. So that's 3 funded accounts that are doing well. This one took a beating last week too. This was the infamous Dr. Newman Wednesday FOMO $1,000 dump, but now I've gotten it back to nearly where it started from. I've got it to 49,988. Added 251.44 after commissions. That was great. So it's almost recovered fully, and now I can grow it. Really proud of this one. This is my Take Profit Pro account. In my opinion, Take Profit is the cream of the crop for prop firms. There's never any funny business. They pay with lightning speed, very high reputation. The thing about it is their rules are a little tighter. It's a little tougher to get there, but once you get past their buffer, you can take daily payouts. Now, their buffer on these 50K Pro accounts is $2,600. So once I get my profit over $2,600, I'll be able to take daily payouts. That will be nice, and that's going to happen. Today I grew it by over $500. That was an excellent trade. And these are 2 more Take Profit evals. I'm trying to get 5 of these guys. Right now, if I pass these 2, that'll give me 3. And today, Apex announced an 80% sale, so I've got 4 more evals in the queue to try to join this one for funded. So I want to have multiple funded accounts with each firm and copy trade them and really amplify these returns. So, my day today, instead of $1,000, could have been $3,000 if I scale it up. I want an intermediate goal I have is to have $5,000 days consistently, and that's totally reasonable if I have the proper number of funded accounts and trade the way I've been trading, and don't regress. So I'm trying to get to that goal, and I think I will. But anyway, thanks for spending your time with me. I'm a little tired. That painting has taken a toll on me. Almost done though, and then we'll move on to the next project. But until next time, if you got any value out of this video, do not subscribe. I don't need any more subscribers. A lot of people try to grow their YouTube channel. I mean, why would I want to do that? I'm just kidding. Of course, subscribe and then press a like, comment if you want to. Tell me, that it's a crime how a guy like me can look as good as I do while drinking, a peach peach Kroger seltzer water. I know it should be outlawed for more reasons than we can mention. But until next time, I bid you peace and excellent trading, everyone.